Welcome in, football fans. I'm going to start off by saying I don't typically watch college football. That being said, this is either going to make for a really good bracket or an absolutely awful bracket. If you love college football, if you love football in general as much as I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I used to say that red subscribe button. I went down there and I was looking the other day. I was like, the subscribe button not even red anymore on my PC at least. I don't know what it is on the phone, but it was a little funny thing I saw. We have Alabama and Oklahoma today, and we have a whole slew of college football games coming on this weekend for the first round of college football playoffs. If you didn't know, the quarterfinals, everyone that got the bye week, we got Indiana, who have the reigning listen to this, Ohio State fans, reigning, defending Heisman Trophy winner Mendoza, who's been out there putting absolute B2A. You have the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are always relentless. The Texas, Lord have mercy, the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Georgia Bulldogs all have byes, but we got football teams that got to go out there and prove it, that they can make it to the next level, starting off with Alabama and OU. Now, I've been told, a little birdie has told me, OU has one of the best defenses in college football, ranking at number 9. Alabama, 12th ranked defense. It's not terrible. It's not the best. They're out here, the rankings in college football are always weird to me because you got hundreds of teams, right? Like, let me know down below how many teams are in college football. I don't even know. And then they all play different schedules, this and that. OU has a crazy defense. The offense is a little shaky. When I looked up their quarterback stats, I was beyond shook. How are you in college football playoffs? You got 12 touchdowns and you have 10 interceptions. Mateer, 12 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. You got Simpson, who is allegedly, you know how Alabama fans are, allegedly nursing an injury, 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I'm big on defense wins championships, but I heard this the other day. Shout out my father-in-law, said, but offense gets you there, right? I'm rocking with the Alabama Crimson Tide to go out here and win this game against the Oklahoma Sooners. I've seen so many people talking about, but OU's defense is good. But can they go out there and score? I don't even know. The 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions is not impressive to me. Give me the Roll Tide with the big win for our first game. And that's actually going to be starting here in a few hours. So if you're seeing this late, comment down below. Was I right or was I wrong? We are going to head on over to JMU against the Oregon. Actually, we're going to do, I got my notes right here. JMU against the Oregon Ducks. I'm going to just say it loud. I'm going to say it proud, and I'm going to say it clear. Give me the Oregon Ducks to go out here and put absolute B2A. Should JMU even be here? I mean, they went out there and they did the thing to get this opportunity. I do think there is going to be an upset in the first round. I just don't think it's going to be JMU. JMU does have the number 2 ranked defense in college, but that goes back to who have they played to get here at this opportunity? Do they have the number 2 defense against bad teams, or do they have the number 2 defense against good teams? Because give me Oregon ranked number 4 on defense, because give me the number 4 ranked defense that plays good teams against the number 2 ranked defense that doesn't play good teams. Like, is that making sense? And then you have QB Dante Moore, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 72% completion on 2,700 yards. Give me the Oregon Ducks with a win. We head on over to Miami and Texas A&M, and I do want to say, Texas A&M fans, I would be very worried this game. Texas A&M has not looked great to end the season. They went out there and they scrape by in a win that they shouldn't have even got against a South Carolina team. And I know it's hard to say they shouldn't have got it. Against a South Carolina team that blew a ridiculous lead. And then they lose to Texas, losing their opportunity to have the bye week. It has looked very shaky at the end of the year. Their quarterback did pick up an injury in that Texas game. We'll see how that's been nursed up into this point. Do you believe in Carson Beck, though? Carson Beck, 3,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions to Lord, and I didn't even put the A&M QB's name on here. Y'all let me know the A&M quarterback's name down in the comments. He had where is it? Reed. 2,900 passing, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So both of these guys can go out here. They can air it out. They can also turn the ball over. I think Reed is a little bit more of a dynamic quarterback, a little more pure runner, pure passer. I think he can do both. I don't know if Carson Beck can go out there and do both. His O-line is going to have their hands full this game with the Texas A&M Aggies. Give me the Aggies coming out with the win over Miami. We have Tulane and Ole Miss. Now, this is where this is going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how confident I am in a team that just lost their head coach, obviously. Ole Miss has the better offense. Ole Miss has the better. And I want to say, I'm saying all that. Tulane's quarterback isn't terrible. Rhett Zioff, 2,800 passing yards, 14 passing touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 16 rushing touchdowns. He can get out there and get after it. Ole Miss's defense is better. Ole Miss's offense is better. The coaching is going to be a question. Luckily, their interim head coach has been there all year. I think they should have let Lane Kiffin coach in the playoffs. It's still kind of crazy to me. They're that mad at him for taking a better opportunity. And it really, and everyone mad, it's on college football. It's on the coaching carousel being when the coaching carousel is. I don't know what to tell you. That being said, I want to pick Tulane so bad. I want to pick Tulane so bad. Give me Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. And when Tulane wins, we're gonna come back to this video, and I'm gonna feel like a big you know what because I didn't pick Tulane. But here we are on to the next round. We have the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. I almost said Dante Moore. Mendoza, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, taking on the Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, Alabama. 12th ranked defense. Defense is not bad. Offense is not bad. I just think that really momentum really carries stuff in this beautiful game of football. And when you get on that gridiron, momentum means beyond so much. You have the Heisman winner. You have the defense. Alabama kind of reeling right now. Now, if they go out here and smack OU, it might be a different story. I think I'm rocking with the Indiana Hoosiers to come out with the win. We go on to Oregon and Texas Tech. And a little thing I left off when we were talking about Oregon, their run game is beyond, if I can find it on here. Where did I put Oregon? Their run game is ridiculous. And they have the 9th best pass game. And I don't know if Texas Tech is really going to be able to keep up. Let's see what Texas Tech defense is ranked. Texas Tech, the 5th best defense. Their team has 30 rushing touchdowns, and Morton has 22 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So they go out there, they move the ball. I think this is going to be one of the better games in college football playoffs, and I'm going to be real with y'all. I think I see Texas Tech coming out with the upset. Something about Oregon getting bounced in the second round is just poetic justice. We go on over to Texas A&M taking on Ohio State. When I tell y'all, Ohio State is going to be beyond so mad that they lost, who was it, to Georgia? Or no, to Indiana? Georgia? Whoever they lost to, I forget who they lost to. Y'all let me know down in the comments. I want to say it was Indiana, but to whatever it was. They're going to be beyond so mad. And something about the Ohio State Buckeyes owning teams in Texas is also poetic. What they went out there and did to Texas 2 years in a row. What they're about to go out here and probably do to Texas A&M is absolute sick work. And I think the Ohio State Buckeyes are a little bit... So let's put it like this. If it was Ohio State that A&M was playing in that South Carolina game, they wouldn't have took their foot off the gas, and it might have been 70 to 40. The defense isn't going to allow them to go out there and get the opportunities like they have got over and over and over again over the past few weeks. And the offense of Ohio State is going to be relentless. Give me the Ohio State Buckeyes knocking off the A&M Aggies. Then we come to Ole Miss in Georgia. This is where things are going to get real for Ole Miss. The coaching is going to get real. I think all the pressure is going to hit them. I think it's going to crumble. And I think the Go Dogs are going to go out here and come out with a win. Then we get to our semifinals. The Texas A&M Red Raiders taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. And the Texas Red Raiders, as good as they are on offense, as good as they are on defense, as good of quarterback play as they have, and as much as they rush the ball, Indiana is immaculate on both sides. They did have, and again, 66, I think someone told me in shout out Bryce, 66th strength of schedule could come and bite them. It could do it. But again, I think they're rolling off of the momentum, and I think they go out here and they beat the Texas Tech Red Raiders, sending them to the final dance. And then we head on over to Georgia and Ohio State, the game everyone is ready to see. Can the Georgia Bulldogs go out here and give it to Ohio State? I almost said one last time, but they didn't give it to them the first time. Did they even play this year? I don't know. These are just I don't watch college football like that. These are just my predictions. These are two really great teams, and I think it's going to come down to the offense. You got Stockton for the Georgia Bulldogs, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. The team has 30 rushing touchdowns. They have the 13th ranked defense taking on a Georgia Bulldogs team that is... Oh, no, that's Georgia that has all that. And then you have Ohio State, Julian Sayin, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 3,300 yards, 24 total rushing touchdowns in the number one defense. Is it Sayin or Stockton? No, Stockton's a sophomore. Is Sayin a freshman? I can't remember. Regardless, Ohio State's coming out here to run the ball. They're coming out here to pass the ball. Their defense is to say, give me the Ohio State Buckeyes. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. The game everyone wants to see one last time before this season is over. This is going to be a battle of the Titans. This might be, I believe, one of the best natties we have ever watched. I think there's going to be offense. I think there's going to be defense. You have Stockton, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, the 13th ranked defense taking on a team. They also have 30 rushing touchdowns on the year, taking on a team with the Heisman winner, Mendoza, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They have a solid number 6 ranked defense, 29 total rushing touchdowns. When I tell you both of these teams right here, this is what it's all about. Head to head, going against each other, putting it all on the line. Two of the closest Titans in the game right now. And I think it's going to come down to coaching. And something about Ohio State's coaching just, I feel like, gives them the edge. I feel like it gives them the edge, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Ohio State Buckeyes are going back to back and are going to be our national champion winners. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our NCAA playoff bracket. Let me know if I got any of these predictions wrong. Let me know if you have any different outcomes, and let me know if you think the Ohio State Buckeyes are going to go back to back. Down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.